Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Saiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayendra Nashtaprayesha Vadresha Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhagavate Naishit Skin. So this is continuation of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, sloka number 4 and 5. So we have already seen in the previous slokas that how Duryodhana was doing this diplomatic dealings with his guru Dronacharya. So to provoke him and see to that Duryodhana should not be emotional towards his disciples or his followers, his favorite disciples Pandavas. That was the thing we have seen in last sloka. That is why Duryodhana is making, is setting all plans and diplomatic tactics, if I can say, if I am not wrong, tactics, how to win the heart of Dronacharya, and not only it's not how to win the heart, but to provoke him and to kill his enemies Pandavas through Dronacharya. So that Dronacharya should not have any sort of a favorable friendship or favorable relationship with Pandavas. So to make him aggressive and to make him more serious in killing Pandavas. That was the tactics or strategies, warfare strategies adopted by Duryodhana in the last slokas. Now we will go to the fourth sloka in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter number 1, sloka 4 and 5 we will discuss in this session. So let's recite the sloka. Atra Sura Maheshvesha Maheshvasha Bhimarjuna Samayudhi Yudhana Viratasya Drupadasya Maharataha. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjuna, great fighters like Yudhana, Virata and Drupada. Even though Drishtadyumna was not a very important obstacle in the face of Dronacharya's very great war in the military, there are many others who were the cause of fear. They are mentioned by Duryodhana as a great stumbling blocks on the path of victory, because each and every one of them was as formidable as Bhima and Arjuna. He knew the strength of Bhima and Arjuna, and thus he compared the others with them. That is the fourth and fifth sloka. We'll see. Drishtaketu Chekitana Kashirajascha Viryavan Purujit Kunti Bojascha Saibhyascha Narapungava. There are also great heroic powerful fighters like Drishtaketu, Chekitana, Kashiraja, Purujit, Kunti Boja and Saibhya. So one may question that what is the relationship between these great fighters and Krishna or holy names? So regarding this, we can say that Krishna Nirbande Krishna sambande Yukta Vairagya. So this is a sloka quoted by His Divine Grace Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Nirbande Krishna sambande Yukta Vairagyam Yukta Palgu Vairagyam Yukta Vairagyam Vichyate. So this is the sloka which is quoted by Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So anything which is related to Krishna, we have to take it as a Krishna consciousness. We have to think it that it is Krishna's, because all are Krishna's energies only. Even in the battlefield, soldiers, the battlefield, the chariot, and the warfare amenities, everything is belongs to Krishna. So it belongs to the Krishna's external energies, the Panchabhutas, earth, water, fire, air, ether. So everything, anything which is related to Krishna, so we should be very intelligent to use everything in Krishna's relationships, in Krishna's relationships. That is the um, uh, uh, that is a brilliant action we have to take. Everything we should dovetail into Krishna consciousness. That's what here Prabhupada also mentions, that Prabhupada stresses on this particular point, that whatever whatever is seen or whatever is found by the people, it should be utilized for Krishna consciousness, or it should be dovetailed into Krishna consciousness. Like example, if you say doctors, they can study MBBS, they can do all specializations in medical studies, but they should use it to serve Krishna and Krishna's devotees. And engineer, they can construct temples. Tailors, they can stitch the cloth to the deities nicely, very decoratively. And garland making, if one is expert in garland making, he or she can use it, that garland to offer to Krishna. So like that, whatever energy we have and whatever the talents we have, that we have to use it for Krishna. And whatever the things it is there in our existence or in our surroundings, that also should be used for Krishna consciousness. So when there is a connection between Krishna, that also becomes Krishna consciousness. That is the subtle form of philosophy. Prabhupada says that is subtle form of philosophy. Example, not like Sahajiyas. Sahajiyas, they don't want to read Bhagavad Gita. They don't even touch Bhagavad Gita. They straight away jump to Rasa Leela, where Krishna will be dancing with his gopis. They straight away go there. So that's not the proper way. So as if Krishna is not connected with fighting Leela. So this is also a Leela, and this is a fighting Leela. In first chapter we can see that this is a fighting Leela of Krishna, and that is a dancing Leela with gopis. So everything is like if you take sugar cane, it is not only sweet in the middle part or the right part or the last part. Everything is sweeter only. So similarly, even in Krishna's pastimes, whichever Leela you have taken, it is all Madhuram only. It will be very nectarian. So Rupa Goswami also, I have already told you that one sloka is there in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Anasatya Vishaya Yathardham Upayunjata Nirbande Krishna sambande Yukta Vairagyam Vichyate. Anasaktasya Vishaya. Anasaktasya Vishaya means all not related to Krishna. It is Vishaya, related to sense gratification. Anasaktasya Vishaya Yatartham Upayunjata Nirbande Krishna sambande Yukta Vairagyam Uchyate. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So just like we are propagating Krishna consciousness, we have to deal with money or persons who are not in Krishna consciousness. But when propagating this Krishna consciousness, we have to deal with money and with other people who are not in Krishna consciousness. That time we have to use our intelligence or use our talents and bring it to the relationship of Krishna. So in another sloka it says, another verse, Prapanchika buddhya hari sambande vastuna mumukshubi parityagya vairagyam falgu katyate. Prapanchika buddhi hari sambande vastuna. Here prapanchika means material. Everything is material. So whatever material thing we may have microphone, we may have a dictaphone, we may have mobiles, or we may have tablet, whatever it is, whatever the electronic gadgets we have, we can use it for Krishna. But we should be very careful that we should not go beyond, we should not watch anything which is not related to Krishna. As Rupa Goswami also says, accept which is favorable to Krishna consciousness and reject which is not favorable to Krishna consciousness. So that should be kept in mind always. So the material world is also Krishna energy. But Mayavadi says, Brahma Satyam Jagat Mityam. They say Brahma is real, but Jagat is false. So that's not, we don't accept that, because as if we say Brahman is Satyam, from Brahman only the Jagat comes. So how can it be a false? It will not be a false. So we can say that Jagat is also Satyam, that is also truth, but it comes from the absolute. That we have to note. That we have to note the point. That we have to make it right. So when Jagat is when Brahman is real, and we cannot say Jagat is false. When Brahman is real, Jagat is also real, because from the Brahman, from the absolute truth only the material world comes. The material world comes, as Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.4, Bhumirapo Analavayu Kam Mano Buddhir Evacha Binna Prakriti Ashtadha, he says. So all these are my energies, but it is a separated energy. This external world, this external energy is separated energy. Bhumi, Rapo, Anala, Vayu, this earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are the 5 elements which are gross elements. And the subtle elements are mind, ego and intelligence. So all these elements constitutes the human body. So you cannot say that material world is false. How we can say? Because that also comes from Krishna. That is absolute truth only. But it is a separated energy. But it is not permanent. It is a temporary. We can say. We can say that it's not permanent. It is a temporary world. It is anityam, asukam. We can say. So here we can understand from this slokas that the great warriors are also related to Krishna. Because Krishna is another Leela is Paritranaya Sadhana Vinasaya Duskrutam. In 4th chapter he says, 4.7, 4.8 I think. So another type of Leela is Krishna is protecting the sadhus and killing the demons and re-establishing the dharma, the religious principles. So this is another type of energy or another type of leelas, another type of Krishna's leelas. So Krishna has so many energies. Krishna has Krishna has multi number of energies. Parashya Sakti in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhyalila it says Parashya Sakti Vividaiva Shruyate. Parashya Sakti Vividaiva Shruyate Swabhavika Gnana Bhala Praticha. In Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a verse it says Parashya Sakti Vividaiva Shruyate Swabhavika Gnana Bala Praticha. That means Krishna has varieties of energies. We cannot say this energy is false and that energy is right. This energy is good, that energy is bad. We cannot say that. All energies of Krishna are very powerful and it is very constructive. So in Kurukshetra also warriors of all the parts have, like in Vedas it says, Krishna has multi energies, has got multi energies. So we can understand that Krishna is not a stereotype stagnant, but is dynamic. Krishna is very dynamic force. So it is another example. So we can quote from Prabhupada's purport that if the cloud is also the sun's energy. So cloud is created by sun, as everyone knows, as you all know that a cloud is created by the sun. It is energy of sun. By temperature, sea water is transformed or evaporated and forms as a gas. That is cloud. So when cloud is created, we cannot, the sun is covered. So by just for that we cannot say that sun is not there. Sun is there. Only from sun the clouds comes. Only because of sun the energies, the cloud is created. As I told you, know that when sun's energy by temperature, seawater is evaporated and forms into gas. So when sun is covered by clouds, we cannot say that Krishna is sun is not there. So similarly, the material energy is Krishna. We cannot say as just because Krishna is not there in material energy, we cannot say it is not a part of Krishna's energy. Because we cannot see, but our eyes are covered with kama. That is why we cannot see that. We cannot see Krishna everywhere. But Nitya Siddhas and Paramahamsas, Parivrajakacharyas, they can see everywhere Krishna's energies, and also they can utilize those Krishna's energy and they can dovetail Krishna's energies as an offering to Krishna. So in this verse, prapanchika buddhya hari sambanda vastuna mumukshubi means to get liberation, moksha. Moksha means moksha. These Mayavadis, no, they are always after liberation. So they don't accept the form of Krishna. So they merge into the absolute. They merge into the absolute truth. Prabhupada says Mayavadis are Krishna aparadis because they don't accept the form of Krishna. They say Krishna is nirakara. He doesn't have akara. He doesn't have form. So, and they also, I told you, there's a Brahma Satyam Jagat Mityam, they say. So in this sloka we can also stress on the point that in the battlefield, the soldiers, the chariot, and all amenities and all the weapons, everything belongs to Krishna energy. Anything which is connected to this Panchabhutas, earth, water, fire, air, ether, it is all Krishna's energies only. We cannot deny that. So now we will go to the. So we can understand that from this Nirbande, Krishna sambande, everything is related to Krishna only. That's what I would like to share about this verse. And now we go on to the 5th verse. In Kurukshetra, all these warriors have come to Kurukshetra from different parts. Like Saibya belongs to Sibya. So all this information you can get it from the personalities of Mahabharata. Mahabharata means greater India. Maha means greater. Bharat means India. So this Mahabharata, and it is also called Bharatavarsha, it is ruled by only one single king, like Yudhishthira Maharaj or Parikshit Maharaj. So it is only a fight between Duryodhana and Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Krishna wants to bring all the demons and all the bad elements into one place, and he wants to destroy everyone at one point. That was Krishna's plan. So that is the plan of Krishna. That is the master plan of Krishna. Even in our material world also, we cannot say. We will sometimes, even devotees also, we claim that, oh, what happened? So much devotion service I have done. So much sadhana I am doing. So much I am slogging for Krishna. But see what happened. Unfortunately,